Really like attract and keep a man, invest into what he's interested in.
Whoa.
Like do the things that other people aren't doing, because a lot of women are takers, takers, takers. It's a very selfish
You
game.
giving some gospel now.
But
Keep on preaching.
if you have a hobby that you are interested in, and if you are, if you do workout things, if you do, get him a good workout fit, or
Oh, you going crazy.
pray
Keep going.
pray for him while he's sleeping. Like,
Praying over me, give me the cloak of God while I'm sleeping?
Being submissive is so powerful, you guys. For this woman to be so young and to have this knowledge, she is just levels ahead of women who are twice her age. And what she's talking about is absolutely true. And I'll give you a perfect example of it. One of the first things she started talking about was, you know, getting me the things that I needed. There's my wife is very modest. Like, she knows I work out every morning, so she gets me a sweatsuit so that I can work out. She knows that I'm working on my podcast stuff, so she's willing to actually learn editing so she can actually help me with the videos. This is a woman that you want in your life. This is the woman that you don't argue with when she asks for something, because you want to give it to her. Like, this is it. Your femininity, your assistance, your willingness to help will get you anything you want from a man. And I keep on saying this, and I'm trying to hit home on this. Ladies, hear me. This will get you anything you want as long as you are genuine. Hands down. What's up? What's up? What's up? What it been? What it do? This is your boy Say One's History. You are watching The Male's Perspective. Of course, please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be updated for all cool new content. Ladies and gentlemen, stick with your boy on this video. I promise you, you will enjoy it.
Yeah. You want to know what men want? We hate the fact that y'all don't take accountability. You rather shut down, flip the script, start crying, turn red, act like you can't breathe, and you gonna die, and you got the hiccups, the invisible hiccups. You're right. We hate that. Communication analogy I like to use. When a man is talking to you ladies, you have to treat the conversation like a game of football. In a game of football, we throw you the ball and you catch it and run it to the end zone. When I tell you something, I want you to grasp it, understand it, and run it home. But most of the time when we tell you something and we throw you the ball, you hit it like a baseball. You just knock it back instead of catching it. And then if the conversation go too long, it go from baseball to tennis. Well, you did this, you did that. Now y'all playing tennis. If you want your relationship to be fruitful and have an open line of communication that is effective, you have to learn to play football. When he tells you something, he's throwing you the ball. Open your arms and catch it.
Stop thinking that we're attacking you all the time. And this is just women's nature in general. You're going to get this whether you're in America, whether you get it in the Philippines, whether in Thailand or Africa. It doesn't matter. This is just women's nature. But it is on steroids here in America. It is really that bad here in America. And again, this actually only speaks to how worse it is over here, because men are not saying that we're not willing to deal with it. We're just saying we're not willing to deal with this level of it. And I think when women in the States actually finally just, I think for if any other reason, women should actually travel to these other countries that men are going to, so that they can study these women. I'm not even being funny. So that they can study these women and see how they act. I think that would help. Don't be all over there spying on these men in these different countries, because I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Women in Philippines, black women. I'm walking with my wife. They turning around looking at me, doing this, rubbernecking it. So don't do that. But go there to see what it is that you may be lacking. No disrespect, but just like take it as a learning lesson.
Shut your dang mouth.
It's a new one right here. Now I done seen, the belt, the switch, a little flip flop, a little flip flop.
Race car
But the
tracks.
ceiling fan blade,
Shut.
Hey, yo, this is facts. I've seen the flip flop, the belt, the shoe, a hanger, racing car tracks. I've never seen the ceiling fan. All right, this goes into a lot of what I've been saying about, women who wear makeup, how they have a certain kind of spirit, and it's never a good one. But let's get into it. Let's see what this gentleman has to say.
The prettier the woman is, or the prettier she thinks she is, the more mentally unwell she usually is. And they often have a strange view of reality, thinking that they're more important on the planet Earth than they are. They're of greater value. They deserve more. They don't have a sense of what their true merit, talents are. They might think that they're always saying something interesting when really, no, you're not. Men are engaged with you because they'd like to get engaged with you. So often I find that it's just not worth it. And a lot of ignorant young boys, they see a guy like, oh man, his wife's so beautiful, or his so-and-so is so gorgeous. And they don't realize like that man is putting up with hell on earth.
There's definitely some truth to that for sure. My position is a little bit different. I think the makeup, I think that there are women out there who are like sixes and sevens and, eights and things like that without makeup. And maybe they express themselves in such a way where it comes off, like very haughty or very like, I don't know the words, you guys, but it's even worse for the women who are like fours, fives, and sixes. And then they put on that makeup and think that they're an adjustable seven. And it just goes through the roof. And then that spirit comes out of them where I can do anything. You can't tell me anything. And I'm just like, this is why you're going to be single. I'm going to do a Kevin Samuels on this one. I did not tell this lady to call in. No, but really, I did not line these videos up like this. I mean, it just came like this. So check this out. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Like when they were taking off the weave, the nails, all that, like I see a confidence level go down. But that's you. You should be the same energy, but it's not.
Exactly.
That's when I was like, there's a disconnect there.
Oh. Wow. Wow. This is what I mean when I say it comes with a different spirit. And I think it's because women like this, they naturally don't have that confidence. They're not the best looking women in the world. They put on all these gobs of makeup and then they get all this attention that they didn't normally get. And it boosts up their head. It's kind of like when people talk about people that get famous and get money really quick. They call it new money. It's because you don't get the opportunity to actually grow into yourself. You don't get the opportunity to, become level-headed because you took the time to grow and you know what the value of money is and what it means versus a person who just gets money. Now, they didn't really have to work for it like everybody else is. So now they're just blowing money on different things and they call people like that new money. So, it is what it is. And I think this is the same scenario. It's just in the form of women with, makeup beauty. All All right, we got Corey Holcomb in the house, you guys. Let's get into it.
Me, manipulation is when they blame you for your reaction to their toxic behavior, but never discuss the disrespect that triggered you. That is one of the greatest excuses in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I'm sure every man has experienced this. You get upset, you get frustrated because of something that they did to you. And then they say, why you get mad? Is this person dumb? What? And that's when you know you got to walk away. Because that person is not good for you. They're going to disrupt your peace. This is just but a taste of what you're going to get if you keep and you continue to stick with that girl.
Fake friends is like full quarters. They're change for $1. It's a difference between friends and associates, family and relatives. A relative, y'all share the same blood. Because I got people that's my family that's not related to me at all. That's my brother.
Yeah, this is all facts. I know this all too well. I've experienced this with, people that I've called my long lost, my long friends. And then there are people, that you know for a couple of months. And then you guys, start to hang out and, have deep conversations. And you connect a bond with that person. And you realize, wow, this person is really down for me. They're not here for what they can get. They're here because they down with you. And you got to know the difference. And it's like that with family too. I forgot about this video, but I'm glad I came around to it again. I'm not even going to hold you guys up. Let's get into it.
Really attract and keep a man, invest into what he's interested in.
Whoa.
Do the things that other people aren't doing, because a lot of women are takers. It's a very selfish game.
You give it some gospel now.
But
keep on preaching.
if you have a hobby that you are interested in, and if you are, if you do workout things, if you do get him a good workout fit, or
you going crazy.
Pray,
Keep going.
Pray for him while he's sleeping.
Praying over me, give me the cloak of God while I'm sleeping. Keep going.
It's the small things, and I don't think women understand that the value that they could possess, they don't, because they're in a very selfish mindset. Things like that. It's just people think that the whole feminine era and stuff is weak. They think that being submissive is weak, but sometimes that, as a man's rib, is being able to serve you and help you multiply.
Being submissive is so powerful, you guys. For this woman to be so young and to have this knowledge, she is just levels ahead of women who are twice her age. She has to be getting it somewhere. There's a good woman in her life, or a good man, somebody who's given her this information. This is fantastic. And what she's talking about is absolutely true. And I'll give you a perfect example of it. And that's my wife. When me and my wife first started dating, and, then we got into the, whole, getting engaged and stuff like that. One of the first things she started talking about was, getting me the things that I needed. My wife is very modest. She works, really hard, simple job, and she still takes her money to get me things that she knows I will appreciate. Like, she knows I work out every morning, so she gets me a sweatsuit so that I can work out. Okay. She knows I'm moving all the time when I'm actually in my car, so she gets me a little bag to carry. Okay. She knows that I'm working on my podcast stuff, so she's willing to actually learn editing so she can actually help me with the videos. This is a woman that you want in your life. This is the woman that you don't argue with when she asks for something, because you want to give it to her. This is it. Your femininity, your assistance, your willingness to help will get you anything you want from a man. And I keep on saying this, and I'm trying to hit home on this. Ladies, hear me. This will get you anything thing you want, as long as you are genuine. Hands down. That's all we got for the night. Look, man, I appreciate you guys hanging around this long. Again, thank you so much for liking and subscribing and checking out my videos and my shorts, man. I really, really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Please, like I say, make sure that you leave comments, you guys. This is a community. I really want to interact with you guys. I love listening to your comments. I love listening to your stories. So drop them in the comment box. I want to hear more from you guys. With that being said, I appreciate you so much. I will talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. Peace, y'all. I really appreciate you guys for watching the video all the way through. But if you can do me a little itty bitty favor and hit that subscribe button, it would really help if you hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. So, thank you in advance. Appreciate it.